So I'm going to go through a quick exercise of uploading a GreenFoot scenario into PBWorks. I think that we can make this run here. So I'm going to just hit run, see if this thing does what it does. Okay, so it does something. I'll hit reset. Now on the work schedule page down at week 5, there's a very brief description of how to go through these steps. So you could always check there, but I'm hoping that this video does the trick. So what I need to do is in the scenario, I have to go to the scenario menu and share it. So I'm going to hit share, and we want to share it as a web page. And if you lock the scenario, that will keep the person from changing the speed essentially, but you can just play around with that if you wish. Now be careful about where you save this. You want to make sure you know where it's saving it. So in my case here, it's saving it out to my folder here, practice 1 export. Okay, so I'll go ahead and hit that export button. Now when you export this, it's going to put it into a folder with the name of your scenario. So let's go see if I can find that folder here. So that folder would be in my documents, classes, CIS 160. Let's go find that. GreenFoot, fall 2013. There we go. And there it is, the practice 1 export. So practice 1 was the name of the scenario, and practice 1 export is where it places that export. So I'll open up that folder. Now inside that folder there's 2 things that you need. You need this practice 1 jar, that's the same name as the scenario, but it's a jar file, and then the HTML file that goes along with that. So first things first, I need to go to PBWorks and upload my jar file. So I'm going to go ahead and get into PBWorks, and I'll hit the upload files button in PBWorks, and I got to go find that jar file. So again, it's going to be in the same place where I stashed it before, under classes and CIS 160 and fall 2013, and there's that export folder. There's my jar file. I'll go ahead and upload that. So now that's uploaded. So now I got to go back to that folder, and here's that HTML page. Now you need to copy the HTML out of this, and so there's several things you could do. You say open that up, and you gotta open it with something. If I want to get real fancy, of course, I could open that up with some sort of web editor. You also could just open it up with Notepad. Now I actually have a web editor. In fact, you could just open it up in a browser and copy and paste the code out of the browser. That's really simple. Let me go ahead and try that. So I'll just hit the browser here, and it's not going to run here, of course. But now that I've opened it up in the browser, I can view the page source to see that HTML code, and there it is. And so all I need to do is copy that. I'm going to copy it here from the very top that gives the name all the way down here to that center tag. So I'm just going to copy that. So Control C on that. And now I have to go back to my PBWorks. And in PBWorks I just need to create a new page. So I'm going to go back, and we'll just start at the top up here. I'll go to my GreenFoot examples, and I'm going to add a brand new page. So I'll edit this, and let's just call this a upload example, and let me just format that text a little bit better here. I'll make that a heading 1, and I'll just go ahead and make that a link. Just hit enter and then save that. So now I'll just click that brand new link I made, and it says you want to make a new page, and I'll say yes. So now I got this brand new blank page, and I want to insert my HTML code into this page. So I go to the insert drop down in the editor window, and I insert HTML JavaScript, and this is where I'm going to paste my HTML that I copied. So I just Control V and paste that in there. That's all paste it in there, and I have to make one adjustment to this. In this HTML that we pasted, there's a link to the jar file, and the jar file, you'll see it here, right there, practice1.jar is a link to the code. And all I need to do is I need to go in there and I need to add a /f/ right in front of the name of that jar file. Now I'm also going to tick the little allow JavaScript and other potentially unsafe code. I'm just going to tick that. I don't know if I need to, but it doesn't hurt. And let's go ahead and hit next. And then we need to insert that plugin. And it puts this little graphic box here. And let's hit save and see what happens. And there it is in PBWorks, and I can hit the run button and you'll see that it does its thing here, and there's my PBWorks. So, just changed backgrounds. Yippee! So let's hit pause. So that's how you insert a scenario into PBWorks. I'm not sure why I fooled around with that. I do appreciate the students who did follow those directions and got that to work. It just inspired me to go ahead and follow my own directions, and sure enough it works. So thank you very much for that.